Let's talk about the three games happened on November 29th. Let's get into it. The first game is the New York Knicks. They won by 30. 140, 110, beat the Detroit Pistons. This game, Julius Randle ran crazy. Took 24 field goals, 13 threes, 36 points. I mean, just really, really good. 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Randle has been very, very underwhelming this year due to a various of things. After this explosion, he's only just 87th ranked player. And I think ranking-wise in category leagues, he's going to be in that area because he doesn't provide a lot of defensive stats. His free throw is bad. Although shooting 76% is not the worst, but he just has a lot of attempts. So if he goes down to 72 on 6 attempts, that really hurts you. Efficiency has been okay and just 2.9 turnovers. Again, like his counting numbers are really, really fine. But it's just the other areas, which is why his rankings is kind of low, 87th. He's probably going to be in that area. Jalen Brunson played just 18 minutes. I wouldn't worry too much because he was a... did he get hurt? No, he did not get hurt. He just played. Yeah, he it was such a blowout. He's a 27th ranked player. Probably a bit too high in my opinion. I'm trying to sell high on him. He's shooting 50% from the field and 90% from the free throw line. To me, he's more of a top 50 player because he doesn't really get a lot of steals, doesn't shoot a lot of threes as a guard. But the points is very, very solid, and the assist is pretty solid for Jalen Brunson. He's having a good year in New York this year. For sure. Mitchell Robinson, 13 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. He's a must-roster player. He 25 minutes of him, just amount of potential blocks he could give you. RJ played 23. I mean, okay game, 16 points and 2 threes, but his efficiency, is it going to improve? Not 100% sure. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's not going to improve with his efficiency, at least this year. Derrick Rose played 24. Isaiah Hartenstein, just a streamer now. If they got a back-to-back, you could stream him. He gets 15 minutes, give you 5 rebounds, maybe a steal and a block. That's all he could offer at this point. Obi Toppin played 18. And Emmanuel quickly was getting a few minutes. He got hurt, came back, played just 22, but had a decent game, 15 points. But yeah, I mean, now the New York Knicks guys are really... Quentin Grimes played 27 minutes. It's not really fantasy relevant. Cam Reddish played 17. Yeah, I mean, none of these guys are. For the Detroit Pistons, their lineup is also just shuffling around a lot. You know, Sadiq Bey to start off the season, Sadiq Bey was starting. Now he gets 18 minutes. Now they're playing Marvin Bagley, Isaiah Stewart together. I'm not quite sure that's a good idea. Isaiah Stewart had a decent game, somehow hit 5 threes because the New York Knicks probably just leave him wide open every time. And he has the ability to hit threes, no doubt. 5 rebound and a block. I want him. I think only 12 team leagues, you could roster him. And Marvin Bagley played 23 minutes. I'm not 100% sure Marvin Bagley and Isaiah Stewart, they're going to work well together. We'll see. We'll see what happens with the routine. Isaiah Livers played 23. Yeah, don't really like him. Killian Hayes is a must roster at the moment. 6 assists and 3 steals is nice, really nice in 26 minutes at 11 points. So if Isaiah Stewart is on the waiver wire, go pick him up. If Killian Hayes is on the waiver wire, we got to pick him up as well. Bogdanovic, just minutes. Everybody played fewer minutes. And Jalen Duren, due to the blowout, got a few extra minutes. This guy have some upside, right? His field goal is really good. He can grab rebounds and block shots. But, if Isaiah Stewart and Marvin Bagley, if those guys are all healthy, I don't know if, how many minutes is he really getting. Can he get 30 minutes? Not really. 25 minutes at most nights, 20 to 25. Let's go to the next game. This is the game of the night. The Golden State Warriors lost to Dallas Mavericks on the road, 113-116. The Warriors put up a fight. And now both teams, they're like 500 exactly. The 2 teams that made it to the Western Conference Final. The West is pretty stacked this year. At least for now. It looks like anybody can beat anybody, at least in the regular season. There's nobody like a big favorite going into each game. Andrew Wiggins, why did he only play 27 minutes? Because Kuminga came in and played 25. Interesting. This is just a bad game from Wiggins. He'll be fine. His ranking is obviously very, very high. Try to sell him, but you can get a top 40 player. I would. Draymond Green played okay. Scored 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, steal and block. Not a bad game from Draymond. Kevon Looney, not really fantasy relevant. And Klay Thompson, oh my God, the struggle is real. This is why, like, if Klay plays well, try to sell him. 5 points, still played 31 minutes, but 5 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals with no defensive stat, bad efficiency. Curry continues to be unbelievable. 32 points, 5 threes, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. At this age, he's really carrying the team because nobody else is. Jordan Poole, you're supposed to play 27 minutes, had 9 assists, is nice, and a steal and 9 points. Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson, both guys, if they play well, really try to sell them. Really try to sell them. Jonathan Kuminga made a signing, played 25 minutes. Yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe Wiggins is struggling. Yeah, Wiggins had a minus 23, so to give some of the minutes to Kuminga. Kuminga was a plus 22. That explains it, because the starters were kind of getting destroyed. The bench guys played really well, especially Jonathan Kuminga. From the plus and minus, it doesn't really mean much. Next game, he's just going to go back play 10. For the Dallas Mavericks, oh boy, Luka. 40-point triple-double. Missed a lot of free throws. Missed 6, actually, 4 threes. But other than free throw, this game is just perfect. 5 steals and a block. Right? The counting numbers Luka provides is unbelievable. Christian Wood played 26 minutes. 26 minutes, it's bad, but we can't complain too much. He went 2 for 12 on the field. Struggled pretty massively. But we got to hold on to Christian Wood. And anytime he plays well, gets 35 minutes, we try to sell him. Right? And if you're not punting free throws, it's a very big concern with Christian's bad free throw. I mean, I don't know. He was at least at 75% when he was on Detroit, I think. Now he just does this every game. Spencer Dinwiddie did not have the best game and only played 23 minutes because Josh Green and Maxi Kleber, both teams just, for whatever reason, if you're not playing your starter, I'm not playing your starter type of thing. Josh Green somehow got 27 minutes, but he was a -9. Maxi Kleber played 25. Dorian Finney-Smith and Tim Hardaway Jr. went off, but those guys are both just 3-point streamers, and Dorian Finney-Smith provided a little bit steals as well. All right, let's go to the last game of the night. Only 3 games. All right, it's the Portland Trailblazers losing to the LA Clippers 118-112. Finally, Clippers able to rack up some wins. Speaking of the West, I'm just really interested on what the standing looks like because Lakers is bottom. Lakers toward the bottom for sure. Yes, Lakers are 7-12, but they are maybe 2.5 games out of the 10th spot. Oklahoma City Thunder, you never know, man. They could make and then Timberwolves. They made the playoff last year. Right now is 11th. The Warriors, the Mavericks, the 9th and 10th. Yeah, that tells you a lot. The 2 teams that made it to the Western Conference Finals, they are barely 500, 9th and 10th seed. And then we have the Jazz on the 8th seed, who were just the first seed 2 weeks ago. They lost 5 straight. So you could say the league figured them out a little bit, adjust to their know what to do now with the Jazz. The Portland Trailblazers 7th, yeah. I mean, the Kings are the 6th, yeah. Just really competitive this year in the Western Conference. And the Clippers, without these 2 best players, they're racking up wins, 118-112. Yesterday was a low-volume day, so you could have streamed a lot of the guys. But if, let's say, they played on Wednesday where every team played, I wouldn't stream anybody. Marcus Morris Sr., I think in 12 teams, we could roster him. Had a pretty rough game here. Norman Powell has been heating up, but he's getting a lot of shots up. Had 32 points in just 24 minutes. Yeah, the minutes is there. And now, especially with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out, even just 25 minutes, I think he's going to put up a lot of shots. So let's go pick him up also in 12-team leagues. Zubac, after his crazy 30-30 game, had just 13 rebounds, 2 steals and a block, 12 points. And Terrence Mann, 26 minutes, 11 points, a steal and a block, not bad. But Kawhi Leonard is out again. It's really, really rough. I think at some point, if you don't have an IR, you got to think about dropping him. Like, if you're about to miss the playoffs, right? Obviously, without Kawhi Leonard, it's going to be really, really tough for you to make any type of noise in the playoffs. But this is something to think about. because chances are, looking like things now, he's not gonna play 30 minutes a night, right? And he's gonna miss all the back-to-backs. How much value does he really have? His ceiling is really, really high, but is it gonna happen? Not sure. Same thing with Paul George. The guy just gets hurt a lot as well. But doesn't matter. They still win the game. Amir Coffey played 24, mainly behind Norman Powell, who just shot the ball extremely well. Zubac was a minus 21 while he was on the court. Yeah, against certain matchups, he's just gonna struggle. For the Portland Trailblazers, Damian Lillard said he's feeling better. That's good news. And then all the Portland starters play like Justin Winslow need to be picked up. Need to be streamed as long as Damian Lillard is out. Efficiency was okay, but grabbed 13 rebounds and 10 points. Fernie Simons is the one who carried, but he was minus for 37 points, 9 threes. Try to sell him high also. A steal and a block, 4 threes, a 4 assist. He's gonna score a lot of points. He's gonna hit a lot of threes, but that's all he really is. Well, his rankings is pretty good actually. 37th ranked player. To me, he's probably top 50 player in my opinion. 24 points is a bit too high. 4.2 threes is actually quite impressive. And he's chipping in 1 steal and 4.3 blocks. But a lot of the games were without Damian Lillard. I don't expect him to average 24 points if Damian Lillard is around. I mean, 20 points, sure. 20, 21, 24 is a bit too high. 4.23 is the same thing. Yusuf Nurkic, another good game. 3 blocks, 7 assists, and 10 rebounds with 13 points. Just continue right winning. But his field goal this year hasn't been good. Let's just check that out. At least lately, every time I look at his field goal, he just got that negative field goal going on. Well, he's shooting 52%, so never mind. Nurkic is another guy that, well, he's just the 88th ranked player this year. But the counting numbers look really good. 15 points, 10, not really good. Let me just take that back. 15 points. I think he can get more steals and blocks. But, he has top 40 upside if he put everything together. This is a good game. 7 assists here. Josh Hart, assist numbers are just coming in. Same thing with Jeremy Grant, just being unbelievable. Oh my God. I don't know what else to say about this guy. He's the 54th ranked player, but 32 points, 5 threes, 2 steals, 2 blocks. I think this guy just surprises us every year. When he was on Detroit, he was just putting up crazy numbers as well. But a bit inconsistent. I just don't know. Like in real life, is he that good? 32 points. Is he? He's averaging 22 points and 3 threes this year. Is he that guy? No doubt. Like his defensive stats, no doubt. To me, he's more like a 17 average. A guy that's going to average 16, 17 points, like third option on the team. But yeah, he's doing it this year, so good for him. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.